show, we'll go a little early. I shared shit out, but I'm deleting all these images from yesterday because, man, I don't know what the hell I was thinking last night. Welcome to pre-show, everybody. This is where we talk about what we're going to do on the show. It's the easy one tonight. Just all the new books coming out, and it's a heap. It's a heaping helping of freaking books.
Like I was saying before we went live, it's got a lot of night terrors.
Oh my gosh, God, I don't understand it. I mean, I say that I'm not going to read any of it, so maybe it's all on me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's all on me. You should pick that up, Gomer, because it's freaking awesome. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. We can talk about this mustard and ketchup.
Yeah, mustard and ketchup.
Looks like an old diner where you go and they have the mustard and the ketchup on the.
I see people complaining. Why not the half sleeve? You know?
Oh, people are complaining. Let me get that. It's the.
Fuck them.
Cassidy Wolverine. Yeah, let me see if I can find that. Yeah, there it is.
Firstly, it's not even really looking at the full costume without the mask on yet. Secondly, this is a set photo, so it'll look different when it's like,
Yeah, because
going through all the cinematography process.
Look at the Deadpool's costume. It looks a little loose in some places. So
yeah. And thirdly, I think it looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice. I like it. I like the photo.
Dope, dude.
It's nice.
I love it.
It's good to see him in
I'm just saying, if you don't like it now, it's stupid to go ahead and complain because this is just, a set photo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
People complain about stuff before it comes out and they never give it a chance. So
they're probably just trying. Probably just desperate for attention.
This movie's going to be dope. This movie's going to be dope no matter what. See, that's the one that it appears to be modeled after. That's the John Cassaday astonishing X-Men.
Yeah, astonishing X-Men.
Yes. Yeah.
That was a really good run.
The best run. It's arguably the best run of X-Men.
It's up there.
Ever. Even though it's
back before Joss Whedon was canceled now. Persona non grata,
Yeah. But I'm stoked for this, dude. It is gonna be rad. Look at that. I mean, come on, people.
Regardless of anything else, the first two Deadpool movies were great, so I have every reason to think this will be good too.
I really
100%.
I really enjoyed Deadpool 2. I really did. I enjoyed Deadpool and Deadpool 2. I like Deadpool 2 a little bit more. I don't know why, I just do. And it's just personal preference.
I mean, it's definitely one of those movies where you can argue that the sequel is better than the original, and there are not many movies that do that. Alien.
I did like the original
Predator,
a little better
not
myself.
Predator, Terminator.
Terminator 2 is better. Judgment Day is better than Terminator.
Much better than the first movie.
Alien and Aliens are different enough that it's kind of hard to say, but
no, I would say flat out, Aliens is the way better movie.
The general consensus is that Aliens is better. Yeah.
Okay, and I'll be the odd one out. I enjoyed the first Alien a lot more than the second one.
The first Alien's more of a horror movie. It's like a straight up slasher movie,
Yeah, the second one is like action survival. It's almost created like a new genre almost in a way. There weren't a lot of movies like that where you were surviving the monster. I mean, it basically created the two other genres that we just talked about, or the two other movies that we talked about. The survival from the monster sort of thing. Yeah, and I mean, it was James Cameron the whole time. So it's not really cheating.
And it goes back to me just like in isolation horror. I just like, you're on this ship. Congratulations, there's a monster on loose. It sucks to be you. It's like I just love
the Resident Evil style. Of telling.
You're in a mansion. It's full of zombies. Sucks to be you.
Yeah. But yeah, I do love that costume, man. I do love the John Cassaday costume. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be a hit. So yeah, let's just do the damn show since we talked about that. We'll talk way more about that on Sunday because I'm sure we'll have more, information.
We'll have a lot more on Sunday.
Yeah. So cool. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's just get it done.
Mm-hmm.
On time.
Oh, yes. I hate this. It is revolting.
More?
Please.
Jack.
With all the talk about aliens, you had a good opportunity to do the Someone Wake Up Hicks one.
Oh, I did that one yesterday, but you're right. Yeah, I should have done that one. Yeah.
Oh, well.
You're right.
But hey, never bad to see some TNG.
And I love that movie. They watched it tonight. Greetings, geek. Welcome back. another episode of This Geeky Comics Outright Reviews Comic Book Shit Talk Show.
Shit Talk Show.
Gomer Taylor and Andy hanging out for the preview show. We're just going to be talking about all of the brand new comic books coming out this week. We're 1 week closer to Comic-Con, so we do have quite the offering. Like 10 days till Comic-Con, so I already have some news for this week, thank goodness, for Sunday. So not like last week, but yeah, let's get into it, gentlemen. We had a great pre-show talking about that cool Wolverine costume, but now we get to the source material. This is when our numbers start going down. Chat, if you see something, say something. We are going to be talking about all of the new comic books coming out July 12th and July 11th this week. So yeah, if you want us to talk about a book, let us know, and we will definitely, talk about it. Man, we start out with some great shit from Image Comics. Antarctica #1. Stargate meets His Dark Materials. Sounds good. Just that alone, sounds pretty cool. But it involves like a science station.
So they use like portals to kill God? Like, what's that crossover here?
Yeah. Well, Hannah is the main character. Her life imploded the day her father failed to return home from a secret research station in Antarctica. But then later, she, I guess, gets a job as an engineer, and then she herself is now going to work at that same station. So I think that's where the His Dark Material sort of connection sort of comes in.
Armored polar bears, I guess.
Maybe. That would be rad. I love an armored polar bear.
Maybe they're going up against like a fascist state or something. That's a big part of His Dark Materials, I guess.
I mean, and this is a really cool sequential art sort of thing going on here, like, because her dad's there every time, and then the last time he's not, and then she's just, not there. That is great storytelling in the artwork right there. I love that. So, yeah, I'm really actually looking forward to this. I'm expecting it to have a bit of first issue syndrome, but hey, that's fine because it's a first issue. Dark Ride #7 continues the Haunted Amusement Park story from Joshua Williamson. It's fun. It's really cool. But the book, I can't wait. Actually, I've already read it. I read it like twice. Fish Flies #1 from Jeff Lemire. Doing the writing.
Yeah, they put a preview for this out on a free comic book day, and it was a really enticing offering from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it really, dude.
I think the free one only scratched the surface of how deep this one's going to go.
It did, and it's an extra size first issue as well. So.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. This one looks really great. It's just, I think they're up in Canada in this one, and it's Jeff Lemire doing Jeff Lemire shit. So, and he's doing all the writing and artwork. So
yeah, and it's that small town, that subtle, cerebral sort of horror.
Yeah, even if this is just like Essex County but horror, that still sounds really fucking good to me.
Oh yeah, that sounds like the best tagline ever. Essex County, but horror. That sounds like the best promo ever. But
this is a nice panel. Let's walk up on a mini mart.
Yeah, I mean, I love that, dude. Just the detail that he's putting into the art. He's really put his heart and soul into this one, like he does all the time. And bonus, Peach Momoko cover. Yeah, that's fun.
Well, that's a nice cover.
That's fun. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, definitely on my list for this week. All right, Haunt You to the End, #2. It's Andrea Moody doing the art. I don't even remember who the writer is, but this is it's Ryan Cady. It's Ryan Cady. But it's basically the end of the world, but a ghost story at the end of the world. It's like the apocalypse is going on, a man-made environmental climate catastrophe. But these motherfuckers are ghost busting during the thing. You know what I mean? It sounds so weird, dude. The first issue dragged a little bit, but I am expecting some better things from this second issue. In Hell We Fight is John Layman's new book. First one was okay, kind of like a Portal story where dude literally gets sucked to hell. But
I'm hoping the second issue is better.
Yeah,
first issue. I think the first
issue. Yeah,
the first issue was okay, but first issue was okay. Yeah. I hope the second issue is a lot better because
it had a lot to set up.
Yeah, when you have this whole entire like, oh, congratulations, you just got sucked into hell, but wait, there's more. You have to wait for the more.
Exactly. Savage Dragon #266, the highest numbered book currently at Image Comics, about to be replaced by G.I. Joe: A Real American Hero with issue 301 later next year.
Kind of a
That's cheating.
You can say it.
Asterisk.
You can say that. You can say that. You're not wrong, but I'm still going to count it. Just
Whatever.
because
It's
it
gonna
had
be
4
G.I. Joe
different
number 1.
publishers.
It's going to be G.I. Joe number 1. It's not going to be 301. It's going to be 1.
No, they're still keeping with the original numbering and the original writer and the original story. You know, all of it's
I don't
continuing.
begrudge them keeping the numbering since it is contiguous with what was coming before at IDW.
Yeah.
But
I knew this would run all through Taylor if I said this about.
But I mean,
technically, you win.
Savage Dragon is still the longest running Image book here, you know?
Yeah.
So that's
exactly.
Sir, you are technically correct, and that is the best type of correct.
Oh yeah, dude, I've been hearing that. Was that Futurama?
Yes, Futurama, yeah.
Futurama. I've been hearing that all day about something. I'm not even sure what. But yeah, Savage Dragon always a winner. Something epic, man. In the running for best series of the freaking year. Kudransky is just killing it on this art. The story is really, really unique. And man, look at that cover. Last Action Hero cover.
Yeah, Last Action Hero cover.
Wild.
That's nice.
And then he also, yeah, that's such a weird, cool movie. I'm a big fan of that movie. And the Star Wars cover, which is also very fun.
I got the Last Action Hero.
Yeah, Taylor, this is definitely
one.
I know you. Yeah, I think I'm getting the Last Action Hero cover. That's the one I'm going to try to get. But I know Taylor waits, trade waits Image comics like all the time. Nothing wrong with that at all. Image is hit or miss, and if you know something's a hit, you might as well wait to get it all. But man, I really think you're going to dig the hell out of this book, dude. Once you get your hands on it, I really, really do. I almost want to send you what I've got. Yeah. Star Signs is Solid and Ahmed's book about the zodiac signs that have fallen from the sky and given people power. Really good start to that. I had a really good time with that. Stoneheart, this is like a fantasy thing. I am not reading it. It is Emma Kubert, so it's got a good pedigree. She's doing the writing and the art. I just was not able to get into it at all. But there is another fantasy book coming out this week that I'm definitely going to get into. Void Rivals, Transformers Energon Universe is back with a second printing. Moving on. Boom Studios Ghost Lore hits I guess quarter of the way there with number 3 out of 12. Sirens of the City is the debut over there. It's Joanne Stair, Carrie Randolph. Carrie Randolph's great. I don't know as much about Joanne Stair, but a runaway teenager survives on the mean streets. But now every supernatural creature from the darkest corners of the urban grime is after Layla and the child to be that she never wanted growing inside her. So, I mean, it starts off like she heading to the abortion clinic. So man, this is gonna be some deep shit.
This is gonna be cutting really deep, isn't it?
Yeah, going on here. I'm really expecting something special from this book, but I mean, who knows? You know what I mean? The art alone, the design choices that they're doing with the colors and things like that, very unique. I really like that. But I'm just not sure what to expect, from the supernatural angle that they keep talking about.
I'm not familiar with the artist, but the art's really nice. I like it.
Yeah.
The way they use the colors, you're right, it does really make things pop.
So I'm just wondering, maybe that's the artistic choice of the book is just make that everything like in color to be what you're supposed to be, not draw focus.
Yeah, it's very muted. Everything's very muted, no color, and then just highlights here and there. So yeah, I'm really sure that's what they're going for. And yeah, I'm anxious to read more. So I'm looking forward to that one. But yeah, nothing else from Boom. Man, my back still hurts. I sneezed the other day, and I think I cracked a rib. I'm serious. It's still
Gomer
hurts
the old man.
later. Yeah, no shit.
Not just old. DC, I mean, Gomer's always been just a pitifully weak
an old
person.
bastard. Yeah, get off my lawn. Quit fucking with me. Yeah. Batman Incorporated number 10. I've kind of fallen off of this book. It just got to be way too much. I'm still interested in understanding what's going on, but it's like I don't find the time to pick it up. Danger Street, Tom King's thing with Fornes. I know, Taylor, you're still on this, right? Danger Street?
Yeah. It's difficult to describe because there's a lot of branching pathways and what have you, but
Tom King's good at that.
Yeah, but it is an enjoyable read. This will be something that's probably better when you read it all collected. But yeah, I'm still enjoying it.
Tom King's good at that too. Tom King's really good at that too, writing stuff that reads way better once you have it all in your hand. But yeah, Tom King's great. I'm not taking anything away from him. And here we go, y'all. Fucking Night Terror.
Here comes the Night
The only
Terror
cool-
slog.
Yeah, the only thing cool I can say about Night Terrors is, man, they have got a lot of cool covers.
Yeah, they do.
Way too many covers, in fact. I mean, what are they thinking with this event? I'm sorry, I just don't get it. It's like they're taking 2 months off of everything else.
This is going to
to
be a
tell
hit or
these
miss event for
nightmare
them.
stories. I think it's going to be a big miss.
I feel like this is one of those ones where, like, you maybe wait and see which ones are actually good, and then maybe go pick those up.
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah,
exactly what I'm doing, man.
I just can't justify,
the only ones
reaching out for everything here.
The only ones I'm getting is the Flash one and the Robin one, just because I just want to see where the stories are going, the interweave with the stories that are going on right now. But other than that, I'm not going to pick up the main book or any of the other stuff.
Yeah, so we do get the Night Terrors main series actually beginning, even though last week we had sort of a prelogue, to that, or prologue, I guess. But now it's Night Terrors #1 of 4, which means we'll get 2 this month and then 2 next month. And then The Flash, 1 of 2. Green Lantern, 1 of 2. Yeah. Robin, 1 of 2. Shazam, 1 of 2. And Zatanna, 1 of 2. That is a lot of damn Night Terrors, man.
Just beating this dead horse with a stick
just
at that
beating
point.
The shit out of us with these damn Night Terror books. And hey, if you're all in and enjoying it, man, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, this might be the only way you get access to some of these characters. Like, I don't. How many other Zatanna books are there for you to read right now?
Yeah.
I mean, you're so
Justice League
man.
Dark, but other than that.
I mean, is that really what they're doing here? They're sort of testing the waters for.
Oh no, definitely not, because it's all their big characters too.
Are they actually planning the Justice League Dark in the future, or for part of the new DC?
I would love that, dude.
That was the best Justice League going for a while there.
I mean, that would be a nice surprise if this leads into a.
The only reason I was reading Bendis's Justice League book for a while was because it had that really cool backup story about the Justice League Dark.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Again, Night Terrors, we spend way too much time on it for all the shit we talk on it. I hate that. Multiverse probably screws up the DCU, hits its penultimate issue. Spirit World #3. I am reading quite a bit of the new stuff that DC has put out recently in terms of Dawn of DC. Steelworks, most notably. I've actually a whole shitload of the Superman stuff. City Boy. I'm loving City Boy.
Oh yeah, City Boy's great.
Spirit World, I cannot get into it, man.
This is actually my favorite of the 3.
Spirit World has?
Spirit World has been my favorite of the 3. Maybe because it's actually going places more so than City Boy has. City Boy has just been wallowing in like, oh, I don't want to do anything, for like the first 2 issues.
You're right.
And she's actually like gone to the fucking Spirit World and done shit,
Yeah.
So this is the one I'm enjoying the most of, or I'm sorry, they have gone to the Spirit World and done shit.
Yes.
But
yeah.
This has been my favorite of the 3 pretty handily. I dropped that Vigil book just because it was just
I forgot all about the Vigil book. Yeah,
it's too much like muckety muck spy stuff or whatever. I didn't give a shit about any of the characters on the team.
Vigil was okay for like the first 2 issues, and it's just like, nah, I'm done. That second issue was just a slog to get through.
Over here to Superman Lost #5. This has been a pretty good story by Christopher Priest, where Superman has some major PTSD. I mean, that's really all you can say about it. It's hard to justify this book with such good other Superman stuff going on, but it's solid. It really is solid. It's going to be great once it's all collected. Unstoppable Doom Patrol hits issue #4 of 6. I fell off of this straight away. I'm just not a big fan of the Doom Patrol. And this was not any interest. It was not interesting to me at all. When
Doom Patrol has a good pedigree. A lot of great writers have done great things with Doom Patrol, but I don't know. It seems like as of late they've kind of just been, I don't know, like the Hot Topic version of edgy. Like the whole what a bunch of like out of touch middle aged men in like a boardroom think the kids think is edgy these days,
Yeah, you actually hit the point there, Taylor. I mean, this book has been like, what? This is not what's edgy. It's not even close.
Yeah, the way I feel about this book is like, it's almost impossible for Doom Patrol to be Doom Patrol anymore because they were copied so much that everything that, I mean, you can see it in the Guardians of the Galaxy, the newest version, the most popular version of Guardians. You can even see it in some of the X-Men shit, when Claremont took over. They took so much from that earlier Doom Patrol shit, and
when
the
Doom Patrol
zaniness, but still with heart. You know what I mean? I don't know.
When Doom Patrol is supposed to be a meta commentary on superheroes and it's supposed to have a lot of heart and comedy to it.
Yes.
But the heart was there. That's the thing. The heart is, and in this series right now, there's half a heart, maybe less, maybe a quarter at best.
Yep. No, 100% agree with you. That's awesome.
There's nothing to it.
Yeah. Wildcats number 9, still looking there. Taylor, I'm not sure if you've heard about this one. World's Finest Teen Titans. Have you heard of this?
No, I hadn't heard about it.
I heard about this, and I'm surprised they're giving the World's Finest title to this. I mean, Teen Titans.
This is Mark Waid. Sorry, Andy.
No,
this is basically Mark Waid rewriting the earliest days of the Teen Titans with a modern day mindset and spin.
Okay. Well, Mark Waid does have a talent for that sort of thing.
He's perfect at that. How about that Marvel Universe story that he wrote?
I mean, he is
Galactus and Frank.
Mark Waid is perhaps the greatest curator of comics history, right? Who's also just like a really talented writer in general.
I would say in terms of modern day writers, folks who are still writing right now, he gets that. If Peter David wasn't in a fucking hospital still fighting for his life, I could almost see him having a bit of a fight there. You know what I mean? But Mark Waid has just written so many more popular, high-level things. Peter David basically just writes what he knows and then keeps writing it forever. X Factor, Hulk, those types of stories. But I'm super stoked about this, dude. I love that old Teen Titans run.
You can trust that Mark Waid knows like what made the Wolfman and Perez run, iconic, and he'll try to bring the best of it.
And that's
exactly, dude. Exactly.
And that's why what I was going to say is I'm surprised that they're going to use the World's Finest title, because I believe it will be the World's Finest. This will be like, Batman, Superman, that type of the World's Finest thing when they first got that good run a couple, what was it, like 10 years ago? Or
longer than that, I think. But
World's Finest had a really great run for a while. So, I mean, if they're going to go back to doing that.
And I really think this is Mark Waid's like the organic, natural next step, considering that the Teen Titans are now the premier team at DC Comics. And he has an opportunity to go back and make them even better. With this is a retcon book. This is a fucking retcon book. You know what I mean? If anyone brings up anything negative that ever happened in any of the first run, the Wolfman or whatever, Teen Titans run, they can always go back to this and say, nope, DC fixed it all.
Yep.
And I love that shit. Like, there's no more Vietnam War in Marvel Comics. It never happened. It's now like the Viet Cong or something like that war. You know what I mean? To make it work with the sliding timeline, because so many things happened during the Vietnam War in Marvel Comics.
I don't think that's really the approach that, like, the thing I've seen that we were talking about is like, originally Iron Man got his origin story in Vietnam specifically, right? He was captured by the Viet Cong or someone to stand in for them at least, and made his armor. The modern retelling of it has taken a cue from the MCU version where it's in Afghanistan instead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's usually how they handle the time scale, is they just update it with, like, instead of Spider-Man having like a radioactive spider, it was like a molecularly engineered spider, in the movie.
Right.
Same thing with the Punisher. The Punisher went from Vietnam to now he's Desert Storm. And they're talking about,
and that's only some of the stories, though. That's only some of the stories.
They've been talking about moving them a little bit. Like,
they definitely
put them in like right in the middle of the Iraqi war. They're trying to make them older but I don't know if they're going to retcon them like that, though.
But I mean, again,
it's just one of those things you accept. You know, it's part of our suspension of disbelief when we're reading these things.
100%. I 100% agree with you. I don't think Marvel had to change anything. Now, Captain America is obviously the exception.
Captain America, he gets an out.
Locked in ice for as long as
he was frozen for whatever is most convenient time period. Like originally, he was of course out in the '60s, but there was that one issue of Captain America where he was like, they made it where it was like Bill Clinton was the president when he was
Captain got defrosted yesterday. We all know that he was defrosted yesterday.
Right.
That happened. That's the new continuity.
Great covers for this. Doc Shaner, it appears, is going to get a character cover for each of the 6 issues. Dude, if this was actually going to happen, a different character cover by Doc Shaner for each one, that's the cover to get. If you can get all 6.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? I mean, Doc Shaner, regardless of context, his is the one that's worth seeking out.
Yeah. Jim Chung also gets one. There's a blank one. Get ready for Comic-Con, y'all. Yeah, imagine going to Comic-Con and getting like a different artist to do a different Teen Titans character on this cover. That would be so rad, dude. That'd be so fun. But yeah, they're really busting out. They got 1 in 100 covers for this. This is definitely another book that is in my top 3, and we're not even to Marvel yet. You know, top 3 for things I'm most anticipated for this week. But with that said, now we're moving on to the House of Ideas. Amazing Spider-Man number 29. Zeb Wells
cover.
This is a good cover. Yeah,
love this cover, dude. Very fucking cool. But still, it's just more of the same, you know, story going on. Still, this octopus.
What did Peter do?
Arms, things like that.
Come on, Peter.
God damn it, Peter.
He got Miss Marvel killed. I think isn't that what he did? Wasn't that the thing they were building up to?
Nope.
I think
that wasn't it. That wasn't the what did Peter do thing.
No. Well, what he did was, I don't know. Let's not talk about it.
This is the longest, most boring storyline Spider-Man's ever had.
Spider-Man number 29. Oh, dude, it's so boring. It's so boring. But Minnie Mouse as Carol fucking Danvers is amazing. Okay,
corporate synergy. But no, I mean that's fine.
I don't care about the corporate synergy. If I had this book, I would hang this up on my daughter's wall tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's easy to be cynical about it, but yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's harmless.
Yeah,
honestly, pretty
exactly.
cool.
It's just a variant cover. It's completely harmless. Yeah. Daredevil and Echo number 1 getting a second printing. Damn, who'd have thought? I know we say it every time that one half of the Black Eyed Peas and not that half, not the half you're would be
not the
really
ones
good
you
at writing
know.
comics, and they are. They're really good.
Evidently, I mean, I need to reassess my whole like non-comic. Working out pretty well, it seems.
Right. Let's get it started. All right, here it is. Another big book from Marvel this week, Fallen Friend. Gwendolyn Willow Wilson, Takeshi Miyazawa, Humberto Ramos.
Is that what the G stands for?
We'll get back to that. Can we come back around to that in a minute?
Sure, but I never knew that's what G stood for in her name.
I'll show you in a little bit. I don't know if that's what it stands for either, but I have some evidence. And I'll release that evidence when we talk about the indie books.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we're talking about her today.
Yeah, Fallen Friend. This is, everybody reacting to the death of Miss Marvel, who we're pretty sure is going to be back fairly soon.
Well, okay, yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's easy to be cynical because we know that her movie is coming out, and surely they're going to want to have the character have a book on the shelves for the people to go pick up.
Yeah,
but this is still a good opportunity for them to give us some character moments, what did Kamala mean to her teammates? What did she mean to her allies? What did she mean to her family, to her friends? And that's a great storytelling opportunity. So yeah, I definitely want to check this out. I did not read the event itself, mostly because it was sold out by the time I got there anyway, but I haven't been reading the Spider-Man book.
It was just an issue.
It was. I mean, but that's one of those things where character dies or character debuts. Those are usually, you got to be quick off the gun in order to get those issues at the shop. But but no, I mean, this should be a good read, I think.
Yeah, this is going to be the impact event of Marvel.
She saved a damn world. So, Groot number 3 continues this. Basically, it's an all ages, young readers sort of book. It's not bad. Holy shit, Immortal X-Men. This is going to be dope. All about Cypher, all about his relationship with the island of Krakoa, the sentient island of Krakoa. So yeah, I'm all in on this. I cannot wait. It also comes with where is it? Phil Noto Quiet Council like photo, like the portrait. And
Yeah,
those
like
have
the
been
state
so
portrait,
damn
yeah.
good. Yeah, those have been
Man, that
so
is so
good,
beautiful.
man.
That is just great.
Yeah. Incredible Hulk 181. We were just talking about Wolverine earlier. This is the first full appearance and first cover appearance of Wolverine. First appearance is officially Hulk 180 on the last page, but
I feel like this one is
this
widely considered the first true appearance,
It
even
is.
though,
Yeah.
It
yeah,
is. This is
technically
what-
it was.
This is the one all the collectors want. You know?
I have that comic book, but it's not in good condition because there's a coupon in it, and someone tore it out.
It's cut out. Coupon's cut out.
Coupon's
Those
cut out, so it's
bastards.
completely worthless. It is a worthless.
No,
issue.
I doubt it's worthless. I'm pretty sure
dude,
that still sells for something.
Yeah, and a lot of
Yeah.
people love getting low graded like keys. You know what I mean? They just
Yeah,
adore
the grade
getting
on
those
it's like
low-graded keys.
2.0.
I mean, if you're playing like the really long con here, eventually all the pristine issues will be gone or destroyed or just off the market. And so, hey, eventually
or just in collections.
those non-perfectly graded issues might go up in value, as time goes on.
That was because of scarcity. Yeah.
Yeah, supply and demand.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a fun little collector's item there. Loki #2 continues that run. It's only 4 issues, and then Miles Morales Spider-Man #8.
Are we out of the fucking symbiote stuff yet?
Not really.
No,
kind of, but
no, we're
not sure.
Well, that's him fighting hobgoblins. That makes me think that he probably is.
But we're not sure. They're still leaning into it because the book sort of leaned into the overall Summer of the Symbiotes like event that's going on, which isn't really an event.
I know. I just get the last couple of issues.
I'm still reading it.
This.
Yeah, I'm still reading the hell out of it. It's great. It's great. Fucking badass cover here. I'm sorry. This cover, I love when they use the buildings of New York. I love when New York is like a character,
Yeah.
like helping show off shit. Oh, that's so fun. What a fun idea, man. Love
that. Makes me think how much fun it would be to have a POV issue for Spider-Man, kind of like they did with Nightwing a few weeks ago.
Right. Yeah, that would work so well. Moon Knight #25 is a $10 anniversary issue.
It's a number divisible by 25, so it's a milestone.
Yeah.
Unless this is
Gary Frank gets a cover.
100
Chung
pages.
gets a cover. Yeah, a great negative space cover here, starring what's his name, Jack Russell.
Why the fuck would I pick up a Werewolf by Night cover for my milestone Moon Knight book?
I know.
Is he in the book at all?
Because they're intertwined.
Yeah,
Taylor. They're intertwined.
Yeah, and it's got the backup story from Doug Mitch and Bill Sienkiewicz about where I'm pretty sure they introduce Werewolf by Night in the Moon Knight. But I don't know. All right, so Planet of the Apes #4, man.
I forgot they were doing that.
#6 again. Sorry,
forgot they were doing that.
Yeah, Rogue and Gambit wraps up. It's kind of been meh too. Scarlet Witch has been hit or miss for me, but I just can't afford to get a book that misses so damn much. Although Sarah Pichelli is doing some of the art in the book, which makes me almost want to go pick it up. But no, I'm kind of done with the Scarlet Witch book. Good premise, just not something I'm really able to get into. Bunch of Star Wars books. We got Bounty Hunters 36, Darth Vader 36, and then also the Jedi Legends Epic Collection. So I guess this is the old shit that isn't even canon anymore, and Marvel's just reprinting it. I think that's kind of weak.
That's what this is.
I think that's kind of weak.
Yeah, it's a way for them to make some money.
Exactly, and good on them. Good for them. Warlock Rebirth has just been fine. It's been more of like an old school book than anything. Web of Carnage continues, like we just said, the Summer of Symbiotes. And then, X-Force 42, one of the most consistent X books, if not one of the most consistent books at Marvel Comics over the past, few years.
This is the workhorse of Marvel.
It is Ben Percy
They just
doing the
keep on
writing.
pumping
It's
out stuff.
yeah, yeah. It's Paul Davidson art, and the Ghost Calendars art continues with Beast. I looking like Nimrod in this damn thing.
Well, because
We're still not sure what he's. Yeah, we're still
Beast has
not.
gone
Beast's
feral,
gone.
man.
Yeah, he
He's
really
just
has gone
basically like,
feral. He off the chain.
I am the smartest person in the room, and fuck you all. And that's basically what he did.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's really just gone full on evil. Only the team can stop him, and there they are. Man, I've loved Kid. What's his name here? Shit. What the hell's his name?
Kid Omega.
Yeah, Kid Omega.
Quentin Quire.
Yeah, Quentin Quire. I love Quentin Quire in this Old Man QQ. You know, Old Man Quire. Just been a whole lot of fun, man. So, and I love, just everything about what Ben Percy has been doing here. Rolling with every punch, fitting into every damn event, just doing everything that he needs to do to make sure
Ever
that
since
book
Beast has become
wins.
this new foil for the X-Men, I've been enjoying the X books a lot better now.
Yeah.
Because
Dude.
They needed something.
Well, it was a long haul for Ben Percy. You can almost tell that Beast is eventually going to break bad. You can tell.
Yeah.
He's going to break bad. And when he does, I mean, he surrounded himself with some of the most efficient killers, mutant killers on the planet.
I'm not downplaying all the Krakoa stuff because that stuff is pretty good, but it's like the X-Men just needed something. They just needed like this new villain or something else, and there's like, oh, by the way, here's Beast. He's just been sitting there and he's pissed.
Exactly. He's not even pissed. He's still winning. He's still winning. It's weird. It's so weird. X-Men 101. Anyone know the importance of X-Men 101?
Dark Phoenix Saga.
Well, it's the start of the Phoenix. It's the first.
I don't think that counts as Dark Phoenix Saga, but it is the first appearance of Jean as the Phoenix.
That's exactly right. It's the first appearance of Jean as the Phoenix. Even though the solicit here is actually for the Hulk 181.
Yeah,
you'll notice. Yeah, that's weird, but it's definitely, yeah. Great issue, man. Great story. Chris Claremont was really, oh my God, in his stride. He was just murdering it at that point,
Oh yeah, I mean that's an all-time classic for a reason, for sure.
Yeah. And then finally, $5, we get X-Men Days of Future Past Doomsday 104. Mark Guggenheim is writing this, which I like Mark Guggenheim. He's great. Manuel Garcia is doing the art, but it's a return to that story and reveals the events that were leading up to the Days of Future Past storyline. So it's kind of like a prequel to Days of Future Past.
So it's everything that happened right before that whole entire story unfolded.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of just hit the ground running with like the dark future or whatever. I'm not too concerned about how it got that way, but whatever. I guess there's a market for it.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Still probably one of the, if not the most important X-Men run stories of all time. Days of the
Future Past is one of the most important X-Men stories ever.
Yeah, it's set up and established so many like tropes and stereotypes and ideas that just carried through even to today with how the mutants actually are. And I give props to Mark Guggenheim for, having an idea, having a story, and then, talking Marvel into doing it. So, yeah, there's no way I'm not reading this. I love Days of Future Past. It's fantastic. It's no House of M, but it's great. All right, that's all for Marvel. Pretty good damn week from fucking Marvel this week. Jeez. But yeah, we'll move on to Dynamite. Gargoyles gets its first tie-in book called Gargoyles Dark Ages. This is a prequel going back to, the days before the modern times where the gargoyles lived in harmony with humans.
I'm kind of hoping this book fills in a lot of those story threads for her specifically, because she wasn't frozen in stone for 1,000 years. I hope that we learn more about the characters a little bit more, before the humans totally just betrayed the living shit out of them.
Yeah.
But
expanding the lore Gargoyles is a fantastic idea. It's been hotter, want the show to come back to Disney Plus. There's still, talk and conversation that is going to happen. But man, yeah, it's Never been a better time to be a Gargoyles fan since, I was wearing short pants. And then Lord of the Jungle. That's it. Moving on to everything else. Dave is not here, but there's a whole bunch of cool shit coming out this week from Small
there's
Press.
a bunch of stuff coming out. Yes.
Yeah. Animal Castle Volume 2, Number 3 continues that sequel run. Just fucking amazing book, dude. So rad. Astrobots, number 3 of 5. This is Simon Furman, who is a legendary writer for Transformers, basically doing just a robot drama, and it's Transformers where they don't transform.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's really well done. What else we got here? Black Tape gets collected. Catfight number 2.
Yeah, Catfight
First
number
issue
2.
was great. First issue of this was fucking awesome, dude. On IDW Publishing, it's basically a bunch of cat burglars going crazy. It's just crazy chaos with cat burglars.
And yeah, from that first issue, the first issue is basically like we're all part of the same syndicate, but whoever gets whatever's stealing first gets the money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of I like that type of thing. And then Grandma dies at the end. She just gets blown up.
Yeah, really well done. Fun design choices on that book as well. Con and On it's from Paul Cornell, which I mean is awesome. But it follows an ensemble cast of media pros and fans down through the decades of America's most colossal comic book convention. 2 aspiring comic talents whose ambitions threaten to tear their friendship apart. Anthony Donfinette, boozy, bombastic British creators. I mean, it feels like it's really kind of meta for comic book creators and those sorts of professionals going to conventions. And they have their own little ins and outs, when they go, they're actually going there to work. And yeah, this seems like it's going to be a fun kind of approach to tell those stories, those sort of real life, quote unquote, real life stories. What else we got here? Earth Divers number 8. This is actually like a new arc where they went to the Ice Age, the whole let's murder Columbus thing, kind of fell to the wayside. It was good, but I was kind of left a little empty by it. But Earth Divers from IDW still doing very well. Where else? Frank Frazetta got some Death Dealer. Great British Bump Off is a murder mystery from Dark Horse, but it's all set around a cooking reality show. It's very well done. It's kind of I should not like it. But I do. Hunger and Dusk number 1. Now we're getting back to Miss Willow Wilson, Gwendolyn Willow Wilson.
Yep.
But I don't know why she's using the name Gwendolyn here. Maybe it's because it has such a fantasy sort of, note to it, because that's what this book is. It's a big fantasy book where everybody is at peace except for the orcs and the humans, and shit kind of hits the fan. There's some tones of Romeo and Juliet in there. How far did you get in it, Andy?
I finished it actually already.
Yeah, so it's good. It's very wordy, dude. I mean, it is wordy as hell. It is really dialogue driven, which is fine. Not to say that our artist Christian Wildgoose doesn't, do what they need to do to get this.
Which what a name for a fantasy artist, Christian Wildgoose.
Christian Wild. Yeah. It sounds like what I would name my bard.
I need to read
it. Actually does.
Yeah.
I need to try and read it one more time before tomorrow, before I do my preview of it on the page.
I was just about to say that. Go to the links at outrightgeekery.com or search on Facebook for the Outright Geekery group. Andy will be up there tomorrow doing a review of this, spoiler free.
Yeah, spoiler free. Yeah.
If you could give us your one-word review for the Hunger and Dusk issue number 1, what would it be?
Enjoyable.
No, okay, awesome. I thought you were going to say wordy. I was like, that was my one-word review.
Your one-word review is words.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too.
Always projecting.
Yeah, words. I don't want to read. If I want to read,
it has words in it.
Yeah.
You're not lying. It has words.
Yeah. IDW really pulling out the stops for these covers. They have 1 in 75 and 1 in 100 covers. Good for them. They are getting into con season, so good for them. And it is big names. G. Willow Wilson is at the top of her game still, so yeah, good for them. Let me see. What else was there? Lamentation gets issue number 3. That was okay. Let me see. Oh, Mashbone and Grifty looks really fun. This is on Scout Comics. It's from a writer named Oscar Garza and Rolanda Esquivel on the art. In order to save the community from the city's seedy underbelly and pay their rent and bar tab, failed security guard Grifty and his mutant monkey man best friend Mashbone set up a do-it-yourself private detective agency at their favorite bar. Their first client comes along just as the duo's latest bar tab is called in. As quickly as it begins, the case leads the inept gumshoes into more danger than the two losers can handle. It seems sort of like a tongue-in-cheek, just fun, sort of thing. Yeah, that sounds dope, dude. It sounds very simple. I'm not expecting anything, earth-shattering, groundbreaking here, but yeah, it sounds like a whole lot of fun. And Scout really delivers the goods, when they need to. Murder Inc. is Dark Horse. That's Brian Michael Bendis and Michael A. Van Oming. I mean, come the fuck on, Murder Inc. It's getting no buzz. I don't know why. What else is there, man, over here? Panya. We can talk about Panya, the Mummy's Curse. Magnolaverse, still happening over at Dark Horse, even though it's, not on Diamond's, top radar. But Mike Mignola, Chris Robertson, Christopher Mitten hanging out doing art. So, yeah, this is going to be dope if you're into that whole Magnolaverse. Man, I love Christopher Mitten's art. And I think that's it. We do get 2 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, we get Star Trek number 10. Yeah, sorry, Star Trek number 10. This is going to lead right into the Day of Blood event, which starts at the end of the month. And I can only assume because at the end of the last issue of Defiant, Worf called Cisco so they could meet up and go to Kronos to stop Kahless from attacking the Klingons. And I can only assume that this one's going to end the same way. Yeah, I mean, here's one of the variant covers.
Yeah,
literally Worf, talking to Cisco.
Yeah, he's basically congratulations, Cisco. Guess what we're doing? The Day of Blood is upon us.
Congratulations on getting off on your Cardassian death threats or whatever. And then Star Trek Echoes number 3, which is the original series. This is a sequel to Star Trek 1 with V'ger and all that. Even though V'ger did get a shout out in last week's Defiant, which was fucking wonderful. But yeah, I think that's it. We do get TMNT annual, but also TMNT ongoing on the same day, which does not seem fair because there's also the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Stranger Things crossover that we did talk about on the Monday night show a few weeks ago. Cameron Chittock, Pharaoh Pay. I've heard really great things about this, man. I heard it's a ton of fun. Just the little kids from Stranger Things going on vacation in New York, getting away from all the shit. And, of course, they, run into trouble and hang out with the TMNT.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just
whatever the premise is,
fun. I cannot wait.
Yeah, they somehow meet the turtles, whatever. It should be a real hoot.
Exactly. Somehow they meet the turtles. Exactly. So, yeah, I actually do think that is at the end of the list. Yeah. Wow. What a monster list of comics. I mean, I'm stoked for Fish Flies, man. That's the one that's way, way, way at the top of my list. It
looks like that'll be so pretty good.
I got a chance to read it.
Looking forward to Fallen Friend from Marvel. Immortal X-Men's a good old standby. Probably check out. X-Force is always really good. Trying to think if there's a book from DC that I actually cared about, but so much of that was the Night Terror stuff.
Well, it was that Teen Titans one from Mark Waid.
You're right. That was the one. Yeah, the world's finest Teen
Titans.
World's finest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely at the top of my list too. Marvel's really, slacking with me. It's a lot of good mainstays, but nothing, like new really, ringing my bell. That Days of Future Past Doomsday book, though, I'm definitely reading it. I'm really stoked about it. So, yeah, man, there's a lot of damn good books this week.
Yeah, a lot of good books this week.
Yeah. That means the Monday show is likely to be good. Thanks for listening, everybody. We appreciate it. If you like what we're doing, check out what the Bullies are doing. Comic Book Bullies, they had a show last night, Leroy and Eli. It's a comic book show, yes, but they also lean, heavy into pop culture, movies, even video games and things like that. If you want links to everything they've got going on and everything we've got going on, go to outrightgeekery.com. Patreon merch, all the socials, all the videos, all the audios, plus everything the bullies are doing, and the group. Go to the group. Go up there. Go to the Facebook group. Andy will be doing a review of the Dusk. What is it called again? The Dawn and
the Hunger in the Dusk.
Hunger in the Dusk tomorrow. So yeah, please check that out. We would really appreciate it. If you like what we did tonight, again, come back Monday or Sunday. This is the Monday night show. Come back Sunday. We do a news and reviews sort of show. Just comics. That's all we talk about. But of course, we are going to mention how this suit is, yes, comic accurate, but not really. We'll definitely lean into that.
Oh, go to hell.
It's happening. You know I'm going to lean into it hard. So, yeah, we'd love it if y'all would come back. Again, thanks for hanging out, everybody. But most of all, thanks to these jokers for hanging out with this joker.
No problem.
Don't sound so enthused. Don't sound so excited.
I was all tripping over how you said the Joker thing, even though you used the Ted Lasso image.
Ted Lasso is my favorite Joker, man.
He is a Joker,
I guess, but you have the actual Joker image.
I do. I have
that you use when you say the Joker line.
I have the Jokers here.
I was tripping on that.
I like this one. This is my favorite one. I'm gonna start ending with that one all the time. But again, thanks for hanging out. We're going to do it again next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel.
Man, I wish Night Terrors was better.
I mean, I have no idea. I haven't been checking out any of it.